Hey friends, it's Marilyn from tarotclarity.com again. And I just want to mention that I think I need to take a little break. Maybe I won't produce, a video a day because the reads, I don't have a whole lot of topic, ideas. So then I dwell on what's happening. And it's responsible to be aware of what's going on, but it's not healthy to dwell, especially if you feel like you're hopeless or helpless. And I don't feel hopeless. But sometimes, it kind of feels like a helpless situation. We do so much to protest and make our voices be heard, and yet it seems as though what's happening in our country bears no resemblance to the majority of people who live here. And it's just, how he got into a position of power. I'm not convinced that the majority of people voted for him. I'm not. So please give us that credit if you're from another country. Please realize that there are hateful people here, and there are people who support him. They're there. They're there for sure. But I don't think they're the majority. And it's concerning how it can happen here. It can happen anywhere. But I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. So today, I'm just going to do some fun videos like in the old days when I used to just come up with an idea and just do some reads. So I think today I'm going to be using my little Dodie, by Patrick Valencia over at Deviant Moon. I mentioned it's under $30 over at his website. And it's not often that we find historic tarot decks that are not expensive. I mean, granted, it's not a textured paper like you'd get over at Marco's, Benedetti's decks or anything like that. I mean, it's got a slight lamination, but it's not shiny and obnoxious. It's just kind of, it's like a flat, glare, if that makes sense. Not bad at all. So it's a nice deck. Anyway, I thought I would do a video, a reading on ideas for us to get out of the unhealthy frame of mind. I definitely need it. We have a swimming pool. We float. We've been spending some time just floating in the pool. It's the only time my body doesn't hurt. That's why we moved to a house that had a pool, because I have a lot of physical pain. And when I'm in the water, sometimes I just tread water for like an hour, 2 hours, and it just feels so good. My body doesn't feel the pain, And then sometimes we just float. That's what we do. So I'm not going to ask what I can do to regroup myself. But sometimes, not everybody has the privilege or the opportunity or access to a swimming pool. And for some of you, it may be winter. So let's just do a few reads on ideas for consideration to get our heads collectively out of the negative space that is really common right now. So bear in mind that the read is about positive, what to do. So if any negative card pops up, we're going to read it in the most positive context, okay? And we'll do a few. We'll do a few 3-card reads with a 4th quint card. Creative energy. Make something, do something. If you work with your hands, do it. If you belong to a group of people, like a sports team or something, and you haven't been active lately, maybe get involved or join a team or join a group, even if it's just to hike or something, What else? Just enjoy life. We're not looking at this as evil, okay? We're looking at this as a vice. If you have a vice, maybe indulge a little bit, especially if it's a creative activity or pursuit. Have a little fun. 7 of Swords, communicate. We have a piercing through of a cage. So perhaps if you have been meaning to call somebody or touch base with someone, do it. Do it. Let's see what our quint is. We have 1 and 15 is 16, and 16 and 7 would be 23, minus 22 would be 1. And boy, oh boy, wouldn't it be convenient if the obbligato was, there he is, he wasn't too far. Notice the obbligato is not a trickster. He is an artisan. He is a craftsperson. So he flanks with the creative energy card, those two. So there you go. The order, the doctor's ordering creativity, making something, or at least collectively doing something with other people that brings joy. Don't worry about your vices too much. Keep them in check. I mean, don't do something so ridiculous that you're irresponsible, but just, have that chocolate bar. Don't worry about the 400 calories today or whatever. Just indulge yourself a little bit and communicate. Oh, and let's try another read. Maybe that's not somebody's cup of tea. Maybe somebody isn't very creative, or they don't. Okay, here's an idea. Maybe we need ideas to be creative. So let's think of some creative pursuits. Let me shuffle the cards a bit, because when you don't shuffle well, you get the same cards. A lot of times, if you keep getting the same cards, it might be time to really do a thorough shuffle. I do thorough shuffles every time because I want it to be a clean slate every time. Alrighty, and sometimes people say, okay, be creative, but be creative with what? And I should talk. I got a painting downstairs that I haven't touched in like 3 months, so it wouldn't hurt me to go down there and do some work on it. So the part of the problem is making time for yourself, right? Oh, a card flipped. What was it? 10 of Cups. Wow. Okay. The time is now, people. The time is now. Alrighty. Okay, the moon. Okay. Could, in the context of our question for being creative and what to do, a dream. Maybe it has to do with a dream. What kind of dreams did you have last night? If you're creative, you can base a poem on a dream. You don't have to be a writer, that you have to publish a book or anything. Even if you just do the 575, or is it 757? I don't remember what it is, of a haiku. Write a poem about your dream. Something like that. Let's see what else. What other ideas? Again, collective energy. Do something with friends. Some of you are social. I'm not. I'm not particularly social. I love people. I love humanity. But I tend to be by myself most of the time, or with my family or my husband. So, most people are not that way. 10. Okay. Yeah. So definitely be social, do something collaborative with somebody or a group of people. Referencing, mentioned earlier about a dream, but perhaps a collective thing. Oh, at night, sometimes, well, I'm not reading this from my perspective because I don't like to go out at night. I'm a homebody now. I'm old, but it may be fun. But just be careful as always. Let's see. We have 18, 21, 21 and 10 would be 31 minus 22 would give us 9, right? I mean, that's how I'm perceiving it. So don't come back at me if I got it wrong. I know somebody will, but please just realize that it's how I'm perceiving it, and it's not a do or die kind of thing. Where's the 9? Whoop. The Hermit. Oh, that's kind of contradictory in a way, because you do something collectively but independently. That's kind of strange, isn't it? Oh, where is he? I probably passed him and didn't even notice. So I'll probably have to go back. Go back. Oh, there he is, the last card. How do you like that? So maybe, well, he's walking away from emptiness. So maybe he's saying, no, no, go toward the crowd, go toward the crowd, or go towards your friend, not a crowd. I would definitely recommend not going toward any crowds for sure. I mean, that's just me. But go towards your friends, go towards your inner circle. Yeah, this could also be part of that. Go towards your inner circle. If you're not a person who would be creative or want to write or do, have a creative outlet, then do something collectively with your inner circle. That could be private, just be a private affair. I'm not advocating going to, public places. Absolutely not. That's just me. But I don't want to give the impression that I'm saying to do something like that. I mentioned that number 68 being having something to do with 68 days from the time that I had done that particular video that I asked for a number. And it seemed, when I sat down and looked at the calendar, it came to be the 4th of July. But it could be like a date or, something around the 4th of July. So now that we're getting closer to the 4th of July, I'm going to go off and I'm going to do a serious meditative read. But just take a look on the 4th of July. It's the only heavy duty read I'll do this morning, and I'm only going to do 3 cards plus a quince. So it's not going to be all that involved. And I think we already established that. And isn't it crazy? Because now, let me flip the camera. Now, with everything that's gone down, it makes sense that the 4th of July, all of a sudden the 4th of July is probably a target date. And, at the time I did the read, it was nothing like that. We didn't know anything like that, So it's just crazy. Okay, let's check out the 4th of July. People, stay home, stay in your backyards. Hang out with your friends, have a barbecue, if you do anything, but the thing about the 4th of July, even though my husband's like, you want to do something? You want to go to a parade? I'm like, what, are you kidding me? No, I don't want to go to a parade. But the thing about the 4th of July is that everybody still has the day off. So it's a day that people have off because it's one of the few days that we get off, So it's a good day to be with people, or it's a good day to have a barbecue because you could be together as a family. When I'm in the United States, we don't have a lot of off time, we don't. So at any rate, let's flip the camera and see let's see what the universe is shelling out regarding events that we might take heed of on or around the 4th of July. Alrighty, here we go. Oops, I don't like seeing cards. Let me give it a shuffle so I don't know where it is. Oh man. Well, I did not want to go heavy. I just wanted to take a glimpse at the 4th of July and what to consider. But this is something to consider. Something to consider. Yeah, just consider safety, well-being. If you're in a public place, maybe don't go anywhere where there might be access to a car, where cars could do crazy things. I know sometimes people get crazy ideas with their cars. We have unstable well-being. And of course, this card speaks for itself. Let's figure out what the quint is. And I want to be accurate, so I don't want to make any mistakes. I'll get my pen out. So we have 16 and 5. That's 21. Oh, 21. The World card. Okay. That was an easy one to calculate. The World card. I'm sorry I put you through it, but I think it's just not bad every now and then, because this is going to be a brief enough video to see beautiful deck. Under $30 over at Deviant Moon. Where's the World card? Oh gosh, is it going to be the last card like the Hermit was in the last read? Oh my gosh, is it going to be the last card? No way. No, okay, it's not. There it is, almost the last card. All right, so what's it mean? The World card is the quint card for the 4th of July. Well, yeah, we do have two cards that could suggest some type of finality. I mean, this is the end, and then this is a manifestation, or it could be in the manifestation, you know, of what I've just mentioned. But the World card, you know, would traditionally, in many regions of Italy, had been the 20th card, and the Angel card, or the Judgment card, would have been the 21st. And, you know, it's like a manifestation of your life, what you've accomplished, you know, what has been accomplished. So there could be a sense of, it could be manifesto, you know, in a context of, if we're concerned about it, it could be the manifesto of the agenda of individuals who might want to bring harm. Be very, very careful during the 4th of July and holiday. That's all I'm going to say. Until next time, friends. Peace. Oh, we got to do something better. We got to do an uplifting read. Let's do one more read, that we're getting ourselves out of that, okay? That was the whole point of this video. The whole point of this video was to feel good, and I still went down that rabbit hole. Lord have mercy. Why did I do such a thing? I don't know. All right, this will be. And we'll read any negative cards in the best possible light for this particular question. What will be the best possible thing that will happen on the world stage today? And today is, what's today? Today is Tuesday, the 24th of June. Okay? It's a full moon, too. How you like that? The best thing that will happen today. 3, growth. Okay? We have growth. We have something moving in a positive direction, I hope. Youth. A message. A good message. Maybe there will be a good message. Maybe there will be good news. We have 3 and 4 or 7, so that's the Chariot. Let's pull it. Hopefully it's quick. A quick pull. Of course not. There it is. Not so bad. Moving forward with some good news. Well, let's pay attention today. Maybe there'll be some good news. That's all we can hope for. Well, it's not all we can hope for, but it's something. Until next time, friends, peace, stay well, be kind, and be brave.